right, everybody. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but we're back again for a slow flow. This one should be fun. Grab 2 blocks if you have them, and also grab yourself a blanket. That will be helpful today. Set your blanket off to the side and your blocks up near the front of your mat. Row should be here for right around 20 minutes, so pretty quick, slow flow, the first shortened version. So we're actually going to start off down in a child's pose. Take your knees wide, bring your big toes together. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Reach your arms forward, spread your fingers, and relax your head down to the mat. Now to make child's pose comfortable for slow flow, we want to find comfort as we get started. You might take your blanket, roll it up, place it behind your knees, and you could even grab one of your blocks and place it under your forehead so you've got more support here. Wherever you end up, take 3 really deep breaths in your nose and out your mouth. Sinking into a slower rhythm for your breath that'll support the slower movement of our flow today. Go ahead and seal your lips after your next exhale. Walk your hands over to the right. If your block was under your head, you can just take your block with you, or you can move it and prefer to just let your head gently float. As you walk your hands to the right, press your hips to the left, breathe into your left side, 1 deep breath. And exhale, walk your hands back through center and over to the left. Press your hips to the right. Breathe into your right side this time. Nicely done, nice and slow. Walk your hands back through center. And as you come to the center, rise up and come into a tabletop, hands and shins. From our tabletop, take a moment to tuck your toes, sit back on your heels, moment in broken toe pose, and we'll warm up the wrists. You're gonna open and close your hands and move your wrists in all directions at the same time. So I like to circle my wrist one way, opening and closing a few times, and then circle the other way, opening and closing a few times. If your feet get uncomfortable before your hands do, just release your feet and sit flat. If you can hang out the whole time, you're welcome to stay with it. And now, once you've gone both directions, opening and closing, maybe you switch one hand, or you just change the rhythm, change the pace. One hand can go one way, the other hand can go the other way, however you want to do it. Maybe you get really funky with the directions, that helps too. And just really warming and opening up your wrists and hands. Okay, interlace your fingers, elbows together, roll through your wrists, figure eights, one direction, and then the other. Just so that our feet and hands are ready for where we're going today. Okay, coming into your tabletop position. Step your right foot forward between your legs. Once you get your right foot forward, here's the chance to really take a moment, assess where your blanket is, and decide if you want your blanket under your back knee. You should know, because with your right foot forward, you'll know how much pressure is on your back knee. Know we'll be here for quite a bit, and we'll do both sides. So for most of us, it will be advantageous to have a blanket folded under our knee. And then when we come here with our right foot forward, you have the option of keeping the toes tucked to really work the back toes a little bit, or by pressing down through the shin and working more of the hamstring and the glute muscle, or the thigh and the glute muscle. From here, push down into your left hand or place it on a block. Get your chest and ribs to lift slightly off your front thigh, and reach forward with your right arm on an inhale, reaching it all the way up to the ceiling, and eventually back towards your left foot. Inhale, exhale, reaching back. Inhale, arm reaches back up. Exhale, hand comes down. Now, if you want more space to go a little lower, you can take your right foot, wiggle it out to the right, one heel toe, and maybe even forward, leaning forward into your hips a little more. Inhale, reach the arm forward. Exhale, right arm reaches towards the left toes. Inhale, lift your right arm. And exhale, right hand down. Inhaling to lift your arm. Exhale, reach back for your toes. Inhale, lift your arm. And exhale, chest comes forward so you sink back into your hips each time. Now we'll add on. Inhale, right arm lifts and reaches back. As you exhale, you might bend your left knee and catch your foot for just a moment. Inhale to release your foot and lift your arm. Exhale, chest comes forward as you return to your lizard lunge. Nicely done. Inhale, right arm lifts and reaches back. Exhale, maybe the left foot comes to meet it or just reaches in its direction. Inhale to release and lift. Exhale, lizard lunge. One more time. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale to release and sweep the right arm back forward. Exhale, lizard lunge. Okay, this time from your lizard lunge, just take a moment. You can wiggle through your hips, wiggling, rocking forward, rocking left to right. Or you can just be still for a moment. Let yourself sit, reaching through your chest. And then we'll prepare to go into a different style lunge. So wiggle your right foot back to the center. Find your blocks. Walk them up alongside your foot, maybe a little closer. And now here's where maybe you slide your left knee back, maybe you work your right foot forward. It just depends on what's going to be more accessible for you. But try to get the longest split leg stance you can. Notice if you can walk your blocks back more. Maybe come to your fingertips and start to feel this in your back hip. And if you can, from here, inhale and lift your chest. And on the exhale, press your hips back and straighten your front leg while reaching your chest forward. So on the inhale, the chest draws forward along with the hips. And as the hips draw forward, they eventually sink down and the chest lifts. On the exhale, reach your chest forward, press your hips back. The front toes can pull up off the mat as you fold into your half split. Inhale, Anjaneyasana once again. As you're drawing your hips forward, draw your low belly in to get a little more stretch in the front hip and push down through your left shin. And as you exhale, pull the right toes back towards you. Keep drawing the right hip back as you fold. Inhale, shifting forward. If you want to add the hands can lift from the blocks and reach to the ceiling. As you exhale, maybe the hands reach forward instead of just finding the blocks. Inhale, lift your chest, bend your knee. Last two. And exhale, hips back, chest forward. Inhale up. And exhale down. Find your blocks with your hands. Slide your right knee back under you. Wiggle out the pelvis a few times. And then straighten your right leg out to the right. From here, right hand on top of your right thigh. Inhale and lift your left arm up. Then exhale, just slide your right hand down your leg as you reach over with your left arm. Try to turn your chest to the ceiling. Press your hips to the left. Inhale, reach up with your left arm to pull yourself back up. And as you exhale, the right knee can come back to your blanket. Left foot will step forward. Again, you can find a block under your right hand. Other block can move to the side. And again, the block here is optional. So one side you might need it, one side maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't need it at all and your hand is just on the mat. Maybe you need the block on a higher setting. All those determinations are left up to you. Once you get into this position, both hands down. Again, you can wiggle the left foot out to the left a little bit if you'd like. You can also work from here. It's 100% up to you. This would be a little bit I feel like you might feel this a little bit more in your hips because the hip gate is closed. So as you open up, that might feel different. On an inhale, sweep your left arm forward and up. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, left arm sweeps forward. Exhale, makes its way down. Inhale, left arm sweeps. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, sweep it back up. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, left arm sweeps forward. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. And exhale, bring it back to the ground. Okay, adding on. Inhale, left arm reaches forward and sweeps up. As you exhale, bend the right knee, reaching back, maybe catching the foot. Inhale to unwind and release. Exhale, plant the left hand. 2 more. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale, bending to catch. Inhale to release. Exhale, left hand down. 1 more sweep as you inhale. And exhale, catching the back foot. Inhale, release. Exhale, hands down, hips sink forward. Once again, changing our lunge. And before we do that, I'll just take a couple wiggles here, letting the hips sink forward, wiggling left, wiggling right, and then walk your foot through center, find your blocks. And again, split your stance as far as you comfortably can to feel the stretch in your back hip. And maybe it's different on this side, so just being aware of how much you need on this side compared to the other side, and then knowing those two might be different. Walk your blocks back as far as you need to lift your chest and start to feel some sort of sensation in your rear hip. Once you're here, inhale deeply. And exhale, reach your chest forward. Press your hips back, straighten your left leg. Inhale, hips forward, bend the left knee, lift your chest. Low lunge or Anjaneyasana. Exhale, press your hips back, reach your chest forward, half split. Using your blocks to support you for now. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split. Draw the left hip back. Option to add the arms for the last 3. Inhale your hips forward. Maybe your arms lift along with your chest. Exhale, maybe the hands reach forward to the mat as you fold over your left leg. Inhale all the way up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale all the way back, half split. Inhaling up for the last time. And exhaling back. Walking your chest forward. Slowly bring your hands onto your blocks. Slide your left foot back. After placing the left knee down for a moment, straighten your left leg out to the left. Plant your foot. Lift up over your hips. Place your left hand on top of your left leg. Inhale your right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, slide your left hand down your leg. Reach over with your right arm. Inhale your right arm back to the ceiling. Slide up. And as you exhale, bring the left knee back to center. Have a seat back on your heels. And return to child's pose. You're welcome to take a different version, maybe reaching the arms back this time as you bring your forehead to the mat. Take a few rocks left to right with your forehead, massaging the brow between your eyebrows. And then with an exhale out your mouth, you're welcome to take a moment here to reset for your day, or slide out into a Shavasana on your belly or on your back. We'll take just a minute here to settle in after our practice into a rest period, Shavasana. Now, if the rest of your day is calling to you, you're welcome to make your way back up to a comfortable seat. And taking your time to do so, as you arrive, find a nice settling breath. And as you make your way to having your hands at your heart center, we'll breathe one more time to seal our practice together. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Thank you for taking time to slow down with me today. Namaste. All right, y'all. Quick, slow flow. Hopefully whatever else you got planned for today goes a little bit smoother because of that. And more of these coming your way soon. Peace.